All right, back at it again. Start the car. I'm thinking of going to the Sunken Gardens, or maybe stupid tire pressure. There's nothing wrong with it. It's I went over that water, so it might have damaged that one part. I don't know. It might take a while to fix. But the sun came out. It rained real hard, just about all night long. And you know what? I think I'm going to go to the Guadalupe, where I wanted to go in the first place. And I am not going to take the highway. I am going the other way. It's 1:25 in the afternoon. But I'll go to the Guadalupe and get some pictures with the A6700 and the 18 to 135 millimeter. That's what I'm using the lens for. Been wanting this lens for a long time, finally got it, and now I'm going to do a whole bunch of pictures with it. I want to see how the wildlife does with this lens. I do have extra lenses. I have the 70 to 350 also, and I'll be using that also. So the 18 to 135 is my all-in-one, just like the 24 to 120 on the Nikon, and the 24 to 240 on the Sony and the Canon. I do have a 28 to 400 on the Z8 for an all-in-one. So this is an APS-C. I do have three ZV-1M2s, but usually they're with the studio and they don't have an EVF. That's why I got the A6700. Plus it has a full frame battery. The FX30 doesn't have an EVF, but that just stays in the studio. So I've had no problems of overheating in the office with the Sonys. Okay, A6100 is close to the floor for a puppy kitty cam. The ZV-10 is only used for product review or the above scene. And then the FX30 is on me, but it has a fan. So that's what I'm doing. A6700 and the A7CR are my mobile cameras that I take with me. I got rid of the A7C and the ZV-1M2. Okay, I even got rid of the A7S3. So what I'm dealing with is basically I'm with Nikon, but I'm liking the Canon and the Sony. Well, you know, that's a good camera system too. So I'm testing all three systems out. I do have the L mount. So the S5 S5IIX, no problems with overheating. The S1R2, a little bit, but you just take shorter clips and take a lot of photos. You know, the 44 megapixel is what I go after. Okay, that's why I have the A7CR, the Z8, the R5 II. I just worry about the focusing issues, but you figure out a way to get the shot. If not, I go to manual focusing. No big deal, just a quick fix. So on the auto tracking, they're all good. I have no complaints. The way I'm going, I don't know if you saw the last car vlog video. I saw water going over the road and it just shocked me. It was just a little bit. It was like a perfect rectangle. And when I slid a little bit in it, it really got me. It shocked me actually. But I did slide. Lost a little control. The only thing I have against Sony are the LCD screens. Finding out that a lot of the camera manufacturers reuse the old sensors. They just put either new processors or they add BSI to the sensor. Sometimes it's a brand new one. I'd rather have more of the megapixels, but I don't have anything against a 24, 25 megapixel camera either. So this is just before rush hour, and hopefully, you know, the more I think about it, I better go, not the scenic route, but the highway. Because with only 1 or 2 lanes on the 3009 to what is it? The 1863 until you get to 46. So I figure if I can drive a while, maybe this will go away. It didn't go away on the last one. The trip to, well, that's where I got the problems. But maybe with the long drive, they'll dry it out. And then if I get on the freeway, it'll be that much quicker. Now, I do look at see any overheating. That's the thing I have to worry about in the middle of the day. I don't usually do it at this time. You know, like 2 o'clock to what is it? 6:30 or 6:30 or 7 o'clock. I don't usually put the camera up on the dash because there's no shade, and especially in the summertime. But anyhow, enough said of that. Let's see how long this lasts. I've had no problems before shutting down that they stop recording and save the file. Okay? With the Sonys. Nikon is a different story. Unless you take the battery out on the Sony, because the door is open because I have a cage on it. I don't know if it has for a dummy battery also on the ZV-1M2. I'm going to have to look at it. I got the cage for 2 purposes. One is the extra mounting ports, and the other thing was it made the ZV-1 higher, almost like the same distance as the bigger full frame cameras where the lens position is, because I've noticed that when it was closer to the dash you saw the windshield wipers. You couldn't bring it down toward the first of part of the car, you know, where it slopes down, and that's why I did it. For overheating, it's a white camera that I use. I got two ZV-1 Mark IIs. I only brought one with me because I got the A6700. So I'll probably have only one video going there, and depending on how long I stay at the river, let me also make sure it's on airplane mode. Good. I did something correct. I don't like sitting with everything on, Bluetooth and all that stuff, in a park position. So the only thing waiting is the lights, and that's why I'm decided to go on the freeway. I got the air conditioning down to 1. It is 84 degrees out, but you got to remember the front windshield acts like a magnifying glass. Okay, so white may reflect heat a little bit more, but the secret is having air circulation and cool in the cabin. I'll be going to the dentist next week. That one tooth is giving me problems, so might have them take it out. I'm feeling a little pressure above it. I hope it's not a root canal. And I'm not going to pay for an implant.
Obey traffic laws, be alert, and use voice commands while driving.
Okay, so somehow when I was looking for Fair Lane, I was looking for Summerwood. I did not see it, so I missed it. So next time, I got it programmed now. If I go the other way, it will take me to the Guadalupe River, and that's what I should have done. Expecting more traffic. Just stay at 65. Instead of 70. I'm looking at the clouds. I don't think it's going to cause a problem because I think I'm going northeast, and I'm thinking it's going from west to east. So, but I'll be at the river. I want to see how high the river is, I want to get some good pictures of the wildlife and the scenery. I may go downtown New Braunfels and take some pictures there. You know, change of scene. You know, kind of break it up a little bit. Show different parts of Texas. That's what I'm going to be doing. There's a lot of, I'm thinking of making a series on the road where I go to different places using different gear. I like all the different camera systems I own. The ones I don't like, I've gotten rid of. I am seriously looking at the Nikon DX, where I might get rid of those because I'm happy with the Z5 II, Z6 III, and Z8, and I can always crop to use those lenses if I have to. Okay, they're good lenses. It's just that the cameras have the smaller batteries, and some of the lenses are optically stabilized. I like the Z52, but you know, with two SD cards, but with the small battery, it kind of puts a damper on my. I've gone to some shoots where I had to put in another battery, where I wasn't completely done. I'm also looking at the weather sealing. So with the, I don't know about the Z5 II. I know with the Z6 III and the Z8 they are. And depending on what lens also. And that's on any camera system. So you see, this is what I look at. Yeah, I should have done it earlier this morning. But it was raining. It just stopped raining at, about 11 o'clock. Things started drying out. It's starting to get humid. It's 86 degrees. I'm going to get in this lane. That's the bad thing about stop and go traffic. I was getting good gas mileage. And you have to worry about idiots driving, changing lanes, trying to go faster. So I have a cousin and a sister that have the Prius. They love it. I would get the not all electric. I would get the hybrid if I went that way. They are coming out with the CHR, but I like the older style better. The reason why I got in this lane, folks, is traffic is coming onto the highway. So maybe I can get in front of this truck. And I do see an overheat warning on the camera, so I'm going to turn it off. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.